Oh, I'm talking about our travel and our trips. I had to take a break there. We got these doggone calls that come in, and now I lost my train of thought. I'm talking about Czechoslovakia, the concentration camp there in outside of Prague. They had a jail. They had an escape there, and they killed a whole bunch of people. And one of the headstones was a Simek headstone there. So I don't know if it was a relation or someone, but Simek is a fairly common name in Czechoslovakia. Then we went in Poland and saw Auschwitz, that was terrible. I felt sorry for the Polish people. They seem to be very backward. Every time there's a war in Europe, they take over Poland and steal everything they had there. So it was, it was quite a. That's probably what we saw there around England and Scotland and then through Europe. Of course, we went. Besides Czechoslovakia, we went several other countries. We've been in Spain, we've been in France, of course Italy. We've been in Switzerland, the Netherlands, Denmark, Russia, Finland, Estonia. Let's see, Poland. Of course, I think I said Poland. Latvia, Hungary, Austria, Luxembourg, Belgium, and of course England and Ireland and Scotland and Greece, Turkey, Monaco. I mean, we've been to a lot of countries. Let's see what I can remember. Russia, we only got to see St. Petersburg. We never got to see Moscow, which was okay, I guess. Spain, of course. I like Spain. I just liked Spain. Germany, of course, we've seen quite a bit of Germany because we took a river trip there. And got to see most of the rivers, the cities along the river there. We've been to Budapest, Hungary. I says Budapest is a city in Hungary. So, but we've been there. Anyway, that's where we've been in Europe. Africa, we've been to the Kenya and Tanzania. We got to see a lot of wild elephants. It was quite a trip. I did it in my 60s. If anybody wants to go to some of those countries, especially Africa, you better go before you get too late into your 60s because it's a rough one. Then we've been to China. We've been to Beijing, Shanghai, Singapore, Hong Kong. So we've been all through. Well, not all through China, but we've been to China. We've been into Korea. Korea, the only place we saw in Korea was the airport. We landed in Korea once. Then South America we've been to Peru, Costa Rica, Chile. Went around the Horn. That's where we saw the Antarctica. When we went around the Horn, we were on a cruise ship and saw it. In the Falkland Islands there, that was saw the penguins. Been to Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil, Mexico, Panama, Belize. So we've been quite a few of those areas. I can't think of anything special. Maybe Belize, we saw the white. I don't know what they call them. They're like a white. not a walrus. I don't know. There were manatee, I think that's called, white manatees. Then, of course, we went to Australia. We've been to, let's see, in Australia. Then we went also to the Fiji Islands. We've been to New Zealand. We went all through New Zealand. One thing I can remember about New Zealand is Christchurch, and I went fishing there and got a picture of a nice rainbow trout. Of course, Australia is. We've been to Sydney, Melbourne, and to Cairns. Been on the Great Barrier Reef. Then we went in. We went into. I saw the big rock, Ayers Rock. It was just like a mountain with a flat top in the middle of nowhere. But we got to see it. I got to eat different things: kangaroo and alligator and camel. And it was pretty neat. The meat I liked the best there was the camel, but that's if that's just my little observation. Then we've been in the Caribbean. We were all through the Caribbean. We've been to Jamaica. We've been to Puerto Rico, St. John's, St. Thomas, Bahamas, St. Martin's. It was all neat. I can remember Jamaica a couple of times, I think. The first time we went there, I think we went on our 10th wedding anniversary. Mom was saving money. We wanted to go someplace special. At the time, we didn't have the money to go any place but Jamaica to fly there. And we went on to we stayed in the Playboy Club, which was a full, all-inclusive type resort. I got to play volleyball with the bunnies, and I got to go fishing, and we had a pretty good time there. Except for took mother fishing with me, and she got seasick, and that was the last time she ever went deep sea fishing with me in the ocean. But that was we had a good time there. We had fun. Got to see quite a bit. And, I got one funny story when we were there. We landed there and got into our room. It was a neat room. We had a bathtub that was huge. It was like a swimming pool almost. But that next morning when we got up, I knew it was all inclusive, so I called down there and I says I'd like to order breakfast. And I talked with this nice little young Jamaican guy, and he says, "Okay, what would you like?" And I says, "What do you have?" And he says, "We got eggs." And I said, "Yeah." And we got pancakes. I said, "Yeah." And he goes through the whole menu. And I said, "Yeah, do we want it?" Then I says, "I want 2 eggs over easy, and Jeanette would like pancakes and with blueberries and orange juice and coffee." And he says, "Okay, we'll be there in a little bit." We waited and waited and waited. All of a sudden, I see this little Jamaican man carrying this huge platter. I mean, it was like a super big serving tray. It had to be had to be like 5 feet in diameter, and on this was piled all these plates, with these silver tops. I mean, they were like 6 high. And I said, "What the heck is he doing?" He comes to our room and he puts it down. everything, everything that he told me over the phone, I said, yeah, too, he checked off. We got everything. We got waffles and pancakes and French toast and omelets, and it was huge. I mean, it was something to see. This huge. We had eggs Benedict. We had bagels with sour cream, and it was. I laugh to this day. It was just uncanny. I wonder what they thought about us eating all that. And then, of course, we went into the Caribbean and went to Tahiti, and after the Caribbean we went in the Pacific. I guess they call it China Sea or South Pacific. South Pacific, I think that's what it's called. Of course, we went to Fiji and Tahiti and Bora Bora and Pago Pago and all those fancy little islands out there. The only thing I can recall about Fiji, because I went fishing there I went fishing in the it's not in the surf. It's after the oh crap, I can't remember what they call that now. But anyway, I went fishing there, and it was pretty nice. I caught kind of all different fish, all different colors and sizes and shapes, and it was different. Coral, that was it. We were fishing in the coral reefs there. I was catching all these weird, different kind of fish, and that's where Mother got chased by a sea snake when we were outside swimming together. But can't remember much about Tahiti and Bora Bora and places like that. But it was. I mean, Mother and I, we traveled. We've done many things, and like I say, we didn't see the whole world, but we saw quite a bit of it. But there's no place I don't believe that we've been to that is as nice as where we live now in Huntington Beach. It's just a beautiful place to live. I wonder if we'll do any more traveling, but I kind of doubt it. As we're getting older, it's getting more and more difficult. But that's it on our travels.